Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and today, before we go to the Letitia trial live stream, that's a full day in court that we're going to have. I thought, let's look, because I'm following both trials, if you didn't know. I've done a deep dive on the Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell case. I have pinned the playlist in the comments for you in the live chat, and I'll put it in the description box. Actually, it's already there. So go and check out part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because honestly, okay, I'm going to give myself a star on my head for the deep dive I did back then. It was about 11 months ago. But it was such a deep dive that so far in this Lori Vallow trial, I haven't heard much that's been like riveting or new besides yet. And it's still going on, right? Besides, the graphic details of how they found the children's bodies in the pet cemetery in Chad Daybell's backyard. Whoa. Lori Vallow asking to leave the court then because she just couldn't handle the details. What? So there's all of that. And then this call we're going to listen to today, okay, which is, well, a recording between Chad Daybell and Alex Cox. Now, I thought, let's do a quick recap because I'm a visual learner. Maybe you are too, okay? And I made this 11 months ago. It was like, literally every time I see someone trying to, even like just do highlights of this case. Oh, they all drawing like arrows and it's this one and that one. This is a crazy case. Absolutely crazy. Lori Vallow falls in love with a dude. She's like, whoa, like cult boy and gravedigger. That's my man. And that was her 5th husband. I mean, she's got so many deaths surrounding her. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. So yeah, Ben's like, it's Grizzly recording time. It is now. All right, let's try to look at this again. So Lori Vallow is the creature in the center of the screen, and you think that Letitia is a bad step monster? This thing is a monster, an absolute monster. I mean, for power, for money. There's a lot of life insurance games she plays, okay? She loves that life insurance. Can you just see Mike from that chapter doing the life insurance dance? Because I can. She's doing it all day long, okay? She's dancing on people's graves for life insurance. She loves it. Now, that creature, okay, right there, it's power, money, religion, and all kinds of weird stuff, man. Like portals in the cupboard. What? All sorts of stuff. But anyway, Lori Vallow is the creature in the middle there. Okay. And she had 5 husbands. We're going to go over them quickly as well. But basically, I put on here on the screen everybody that's in black and white are people that have died around Lori Vallow. And then hubby number 5, Chad Daybell. So Joe Ryan, he passed away from, they say, natural causes, but there's questions. Tylee and JJ, her children, okay, also killed apparently by her brother, who was like her hitman. Then we've got Tammy Daybell, Chad Daybell's wife. They were married for more than 20 years. I think it was like 25. She was asphyxiated. At first, they're like natural death, and then they exhumed her body, and they're like, oh my word, she was asphyxiated by these 2 maniacs, okay, by their plan. And we've got Alex Cox, who also dropped dead 18 days after the recording when you hear today. So then you're going to hear how premeditated Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell really were, okay? And we've got Charles Vallow as well, hubby number 4. All right? Yes, Emin says, creature is the perfect word. That creature in the middle there. That creature has been smiling all the way in court with her Kool-Aid freaking lipstick and her coffee. I think it's, I'm talking about jail makeup, right? She's so focused on her looks that every time she's been to court, she's got her little, she looks like one of those dogs from like, what is that movie? I don't know, can't remember it. But she's got like a little ponytail and her like hair and a little Kool-Aid lipstick and a little coffee filter mascara and all kinds of crap, okay? She's like, I need to look good for this. Well, apparently she's looking very sad lately in court. Of course, this trial is not televised. So all we get every day is audio files. Okay, so I don't know if you're following along, but I'm listening to this stuff every morning. I'm like, ooh, okay, what do we have today? So now look at this. Okay, the Lori Vallow family. Let's make this big screen. Woo, so we got the creature, right? We got her brother, Alex Cox. We got her parents, Barry and Janice Cox. Those are her parents, right? Then we've got siblings. Adam Cox, Summer Shiftlet. We've got Stacy Lynn Cox Cope, siblings. Then Melanie and Brandon Boudreaux. We've heard Brandon Boudreaux on the stand as well. Okay, all the ones in black and white are all the ones who have passed away around this creature. We've got Alex Cox, her brother, who operated like a hitman. Colby Ryan, who had SA charges just last year, and then he was released on bail, I think, right? Yeah. Max is like, get your snark on, G. We're getting snarky over here. I'll be back on screen in a moment. I just want you to be able to see all this. Lori, as I say, married 5 times. William LaGoya was one of the hubbies. Joe Ryan was one. Then Lori and Joe had Colby and Tylee. Then there was the hubby Charles Vallow. Then she adopted JJ Vallow. Then there's Kay and Larry Woodcock, who initially weren't allowed in the courtroom. That was a whole thing. Okay, so I know if for some of you this might not make too much sense. I'm just showing you in case it jogs your memory of who's who in the damn zoo here. Okay, because it's an absolute circus around Lori. So again, we've got Joe Ryan, that was hubby number 3, and Tylee Ryan, deceased. Annie Cushing is Joe's sister, Tylee's aunt, and she's got a YouTube channel called Analytics, if you haven't ever seen it. Larry and Kay Woodcock. These are important people to note. Cresha K. Easton, Kay Woodcock's daughter, Charles Vallow's niece, JJ Vallow's aunt. And her YouTube channel is called Difficult Research. And then we've got JJ Vallow and Charles Vallow. You see that? All that. We've got a mind map of who's who here. You love the snark. Okay. Hold on one second. So who was Lori Vallow married to? Nelson Yanes. I think that's how you say it, in 1992. She divorced him. Then she married William LaGoya from 95 to 98. Then she divorced him and married Joseph Anthony Ryan Jr. from 2001 to 2005. She divorced him and then she married Charles Anthony Vallow. Now, Charles Vallow, if you don't remember, he'd called the cops to say that he's really worried about Lori Vallow's mental health and she's threatening to kill him. She's threatening to kill the kids. Her mental health is not right. She thinks that he's got an evil spirit in him called Ned and all that. So he raised the red flag. The police were like, oh, okay, well, why do you think that? And what happened? Guess what? Yep, he got killed by Alex Cox, shot. And the big thing there was that he was shot. They also revealed this in the trial now. We went over it 11 months ago, so go check it out. Charles Vallow was shot while lying down, already shot. So that shows it was very intentional. And then Chad Daybell, 2019 till present. Even though now, I believe they're still married, but they've severed, their trials are severed. So that's why Lori Vallow is now on trial alone. She must be feeling so abandoned by her cult man. I don't know, man. I don't wonder if they're ever going to turn on each other, right? Allison's like, woohoo, prison makeup, yes. Okay, so I'm trying to do a quick recap here. Hold on one second. Then we're going to get into the call. Yeah, Van says overkill. That's what I'm trying to say exactly. Now, in 2006, Lori married businessman Charles Vallow. They were raising Tylee Ryan together from Lori's previous marriage. In 2007, Alex Cox attacked Joseph Ryan with a taser and threatened to kill him, and he got 90 days jail time and 5 years of probation. Alex Cox then went on to be a stand-up comedian and really joke about this. We looked at that on the playlist before as well. In 2014, they adopted JJ from Charles Vallow's nephew. Okay? So now it was Charles, Lori, Tylee. They adopted JJ. This family of 4 then moves to Hawaii. So Lori goes to Hawaii twice. Don't be confused. She marries Chad later and they also go there. After just killing everyone, they're like, let's go to Hawaii and just be in love and roll around, right? Okay, so in 2017, Lori started to immerse herself in Chad Daybell's doomsday books. He lived in Rexburg, Idaho, and was married to Tammy Daybell, and he had 5 children with her. Now, this is where the match made in hell begins. Okay, in 2018, Joseph Ryan, he drops dead from a heart attack. Lori and Chad physically met, December 2018 at some kind of conference, right? In 2019, Charles Vallow called the police. He couldn't get into his house. He said he was very worried about Lori and that she'd lost her mind and was threatening to kill him. Lori then took the kids and disappeared, just poof, up and left for 58 days between Feb and March of 2019. In February of 2019, Charles then files for divorce. He's like, I'm done with this craziness. I don't know what's going on here. And he was expressing fear for his and his children's safety. in July of 2019. Look at that. February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay. Just 5 months later, Charles Vallow was shot by Alex Cox, Laurie's brother. I think Alex, the brother, felt like he was a religious context type of hitman. Like he was like a vigilante. That's what he thought. And him and Laurie had a very weird relationship too. Very strange. People said she would jump on him and wrap her legs around him and joke around and make like sex noises. And everyone was like, wait, what? This is awkward. This is so awkward. Okay. So in July of 2019, Charles Vallow is shot by Alex Cox. Laurie found out that Charles' life insurance beneficiary was changed to Kay Woodcock, his sister. And apparently, in court now, on the trial, she was making notes during that, and she was huffing and puffing and being very upset about that. That triggered her a little bit, like, damn it, didn't get that life insurance. So we listened to those calls before. As I say, I would highly recommend the playlist that I made for you guys, because part 1, 2, 3, and 4 deep dives. Even I'm going to have to take more notes on my own deep dives, because I really did a deep dive on it. And I'm like, whoa, figured it out back then. Figured it out like a Rubik's Cube, this thing. All right. So then in August 2019, that's the last time that Kay and Larry Woodcock speak to JJ. They were JJ's grandparents, okay? September 2019, Laurie then packs up and moves to Rexburg, Idaho to be with her man, because they thought they were part of the 144,000 special chosen people in the Bible context, for the apocalypse days. And they start basically making their own religion, Laurie and Chad. It started off sounding like kind of like LDS, but then they branched off and made their own religion, which included, I don't know, it sounds almost like voodoo mixed with zombies, mixed with doomsday stuff, portals, other lives, all kinds of stuff. All kinds. Okay, so Tylee Ryan, the daughter of Laurie, was last seen on September 8th, 2019, when officials say she went to Yellowstone with Laurie, JJ, and Alex Cox. Authorities believe she was killed around September 9th, and then on September 8th, on September 8th, Chad increased Tammy, his wife's, life insurance. All of these are red flags. It's all premeditated. Authorities believe that JJ Vallow was killed around September 22nd. He stopped showing up to school on September 23rd. Officials say that Laurie Vallow Daybell told school leaders that he would be homeschooled. You see, that sounds like a Letitia thing to do, right? Letitia Stauch, Gannon Stauch's case, the one we're following the trial with as well. She's like, oh yeah, no, he's going to be homeschooled from now on. Meanwhile, he was dead and buried in the backyard of Chad Daybell's property. While Chad was still married to Tammy and had 5 kids with her, him and Laurie are having an affair and coming up with all kinds of plans to eliminate everybody that stood in their way of having a great time. So the family only moved to Idaho a few weeks early from Arizona. And hello, everyone. Welcome. Please like this episode and share it. # Laurie Vallow trial. I will be updating you. This is just an update today of that phone call or the recording. Because when I heard the recording, I'm like, whoa, we haven't heard that before. The premeditation, right? I will make sure that there's other updates and things as I follow along. So if that's something you like, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on that either. Now, on October 1st, Laurie rents a storage locker and puts all of her kids' belongings in it. That was sad. When they found that storage locker and saw all of the kids' stuff, the toys, the clothes, and everything, that was very sad for the investigators, right? I just want to see. Ellie says, if it was the end of the world, who was paying out the life insurance? Is it in life insurance? Yeah. If it was the end of the world, yeah, who's paying it out? Brandon Boudreaux, Laurie Vallow's nephew-in-law, is the target of a failed drive-by shooting in Gilbert, Arizona, by someone driving a green Jeep Cherokee, still registered to Charles Vallow. Apparently, that was Alex Cox, okay? They were trying to eliminate everyone around them because they thought they had evil spirits in them and all that. October 9th, 2019, Tammy Daybell calls police after a masked assailant attempts to shoot her in the garage with what she believed was a paintball gun. And then on October 19th, just 10 days later, Tammy's found dead in her home in Salem, Idaho. Natural causes now revealed as asphyxiation. Oh, yes. I'm still not clear exactly who murdered her. I think it's Chad. But apparently Alex Cox his car was parked just 2.5 miles away. So it's like Alex, Lori, and Chad were kind of all working together. It's like a little trio of weirdos killing people for their own gain, for life insurance, for religious beliefs, for I don't know if they got off on it or what. So then, after the kids are dead, Tammy Daybell dead, these two idiots get married in Hawaii on November 5th, 2019. But look at their faces. Look at it. We can get snarky just right here, just looking at this. Like, oh yeah, ukulele time. We're in Hawaii. We're in love. We're married. She's like, ooh, look at me. But like, I'm trying to hold myself back. Lady, I can't even call a creature, just had her children killed. Probably by her brother. I think it's Alex who did that, right? And it's horrendous. The graphic details. Oh my word. Buried on Chad's property. And Chad Daybell, on the day that Tammy, no, not Tammy, Tylee was buried in the pet cemetery in the fire pit, he's texting his wife Tammy about, ooh, there was a raccoon in the backyard. Don't worry, I shot it and buried it in the pet cemetery. Meanwhile, it was actually Tylee. But Tylee, I don't know how she was killed, but she was dismembered. And how the police, I don't know if you've listened to any of this audio, how the police describe, trigger warning, this content's for adults only, it's true crime. Talk about children's bodies over here quickly. Pet cemetery. They dig up the pet cemetery and they find pieces of flesh and bone and all kind. Oh my word! In the pet cemetery. And then, for me, the worst was hearing. I can't imagine those photos, huh? Because this trial is not televised. There's no slip-ups. They're not showing anything like in poor Gannon's case when they showed the autopsy photos. Oh my word! But the way they describe JJ with his hands duct tape, kind of like this to his chest, a bag over his head with duct tape, still wearing his red pajama pants and a little like nighttime diaper type thing. What? Buried like that? What? Scary, like really scary. Anyway, so after all that, after all this horrendous stuff, these two are like, yay, let's go to Hawaii. We're free now. Let's get married. And they believe they've been married many times in other lives before. And Angela says, Chad looks like a walking chicken nugget. Oh, and his voice. Oh, my word. Okay. I got to hurry this up. Let's see what the time is. Okay, we're good. So they abandoned everything and moved to Hawaii on November 27, 2019. The police are searching for the children after doing a welfare check initiated by Kay and Larry. There's a whole history to that. Go check out the playlist, right? On November 27, 2019, Alex marries Zulema Pastines in Vegas. In December 2019, the police decide to further investigate Tammy Daybell's death. December 12th, 2019, Alex dies. He dies from blood clots and high blood pressure. But I just wonder, man, what happened? What really happened? Who gave him what? What's going on there? He drops dead, and you'll hear it from the call now. It's premeditated. He was going on to a terrestrial, I don't even know what these words these people say, some other realm, okay? And he was going to do like God's work and help children in floods and all kinds of crap, okay, that we're going to listen to in these calls or the recording today. 18 days before Alex dies, Chad and Alex are having this little prayer session. So brace your eardrums. You might need earphones though, because he speaks in such a way. So, okay. Then on December 20th, 2019, Rexburg police finally or officially announced an investigation into Tylee and JJ's whereabouts. January 25th, 2020, Lori and Chad are found in Hawaii because they're looking everywhere for them. They found in Hawaii and they served with a notice to produce the children within 5 days. February 20th, 2020, Lori Vallow is arrested. That was a good day. In Kauai and charged with 2 felony counts of desertion and non-support of dependent children. June 9th, 2020, human remains are found on Chad Daybell's property in Salem, Idaho. Daybell's arrested later that day. He's charged with 2 felony counts of destruction, alteration, or a concealment of evidence and held in the Fremont County Jail. We heard the calls already 11 months ago. It's on the playlist, but that they played in the trial now of when he like calls Lori in jail. Is like, yeah, they're searching the property. She's like, what? They're searching your property? Like they're looking. He's like, they're searching. Oh yeah, he was waiting in the car while they're searching the property. They found the remains. They arrested that ass. Okay. Julie Bean says, I already listened to it. It's bizarre. So this was Chad Daybell's property. His children still believe he's innocent. That's quite something to see. And the pet cemetery and all that, where they found Tylee, JJ buried on the property as well. What? So, are we all caught up? Sort of, huh? It's crazy, right? The point is, what an absolutely crazy story, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to play for you is a recording between or involving Chad Daybell and Alex Cox, Laurie's brother, the vigilante religious hitman dude. The one who killed the children. We don't know exactly who killed Tammy Daybell. If you know, let me know. But I don't know. I think it was Chad, though. It's a very personal crime that, not that the others aren't. It's all sickening. But yes, then you can just hear how Chad talks. Okay, this call, I think it's about 15 minutes long, this thing. So I'm going to play this for you. Hold on. Okay. So Chad Daybell is on the left. Alex Cox, Laurie's shady brother, on the right. November 24th, 2019. And just 18 days after this, Alex Cox would drop dead. Blood clots and high blood pressure. Very, very red flaggy, shady. I don't know who did what to when, but it's interesting because of what we hear in this call. Okay. So this is new now. This we haven't gone over yet before, because they just played this at the trial. Okay. They do. Chad's kids think he's innocent. Yes. If we look at the interviews, they're like, he would never have done this. And, he was manipulated or coerced or whatever, all of that. Space Junker says, gee, working hard as usual to bring us great content. Okay, here we go. Now we need the horror hog, actually. Horror hog warning. It's a horror to listen to this voice. Here we go.
Chad Daybell. It is November 24th, 2019, Sunday afternoon, 5:15 p.m. We're going to give Alex Lamar Cox a patriarchal lesson. Alexander Lamar Cox. On this special day, I lay my hands upon your head to give you a patriarchal blessing as part of the member of the Church of the Firstborn that you have earned the privilege to be a member of. I do so by the power of the Melchizedek priesthood which I hold.
And he doesn't hold that power. He doesn't. He's just saying it. He's just like a self-proclaimed leader of this friggin' church. He just decided overnight, I'm ordained to do this, right? Marjorie Moore said, don't forget she bought all that stuff for the wedding before Tammy died. Oh, yes. The ring on Amazon and all kinds of stuff.
And in the name of Jesus Christ, our Savior, who has authorized this blessing, and is grateful that you're receiving it as you move forward in your life. You are a member of the House of Israel, of the 12 tribes, and you are a descendant of Joseph through the tribe of Ephraim, which grants you many blessings, particularly of spreading the gospel in these latter days and protecting and preserving those who seek to learn the truth, and that has been your mission on this earth.
Oh my word. And yes, gravedigger. This dude, Chad Daybell, was a gravedigger. That was his job. And then he became a self-published author. Laurie was like, wow. She was just like, love eyes. Oh yeah, this is the man for me.
Now expand into ways that we will discuss further in the blessing. I want to begin by opening up the portals of time and going back to your previous creations on which you lived. I see you on the third creation as a valiant warrior fighting for truth and righteousness, always seeking to do what is right. Then you progressed and were selected by the Savior himself to be part of the fourth creation, great warriors were needed in that creation. Powerful goddesses were needed to be protected, and you were selected to help protect your sister. And you helped her in numerous probations as a defender.
This is so creepy. We need breaks in between. Oh my word. I need to snark it a little in between. Oh my word. This is just a lot. He definitely doesn't have that smooth sounding pastor voice. Some pastors are pretty good. You know, they're just like, their voice is just calming and soothing and hypnotic in a way. But this, oh, no, 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 no. It's just like, ooh, like, doesn't it just make your skin crawl? You're like, ew. And yeah, you could just hear him like later in this call sniffling and just like so emotional because he's about to give Alex this blessing, like knowing he's going to die, you know? He's going to die within 18 days. That's what's so shocking about this call. It's like mic drop because Alex died 18 days after this blessing into the next freaking realm. So that is premeditated murder. Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow are a little serial killer couple, you know? Whew, yeah. The rest of the letter is like, is this his normal voice? Yep. It's reminding me of Jeffrey Dahmer, this dude, man. You know, with that very flat voice like that.
You have a special bonding from the premortal world. You connected there. And as she grew in power, you were right there beside her, always. With a humble heart. You both always were so humble. So as this fifth creation began, after you had been exalted in the fourth creation, when you could have gone on to exaltation of Holly, as a resurrected being, you accepted the Savior's invitation one more time to come to this little realm, to condescend as a God, to help us. You already assisted us.
No. Don't worry, guys. We got the horror hog here. To trigger pig, the horror hog. It's just disgusting, this. Oh, my word. And Alex was just accepting the blessings. He was making this whole freaking cult. People had moved to Rexburg, Idaho to follow this freaking idiot cult leader boy. Oh, no. It just gives me the creeps so much. Oh, my word. Just so... He's got his big boy pants on. And apparently it's holy. Wow. Yeah. Sean Master says, Chad has the charisma of moldy bread. Lisa asks, will you be streaming the Step Bomb trial again? Yes, absolutely. And this stream will lead you to that one. Absolutely. We're ready. Can't you see I'm all dressed for court and coffeeed up, okay? We're ready. That's happening right after this.
In ways that can never be repaid. That you will continue to do so as you move forward in this life. You were born into a family that needed you desperately, with a set of parents who spoke of the gospel with their mouths, yet did not live it. And once again, you were reunited with a sister who needed you to survive such an environment.
Yeah. Okay, Karen says, so has Chad not been charged with murder? He has. He has. Him and Lori on trial, but Lori, they've got their trial severed, okay? But for the murders of JJ, Tylee, and his wife, Tammy. Oh, yes. Thanks for the sticker. Oh, no.
In numerous probations as a defender, you have a special bond.
I moved the video. I lost my place for a second. Gone forward a bit.
From the premortal world, you connected there. And as she grew in power, you were right there beside her, always. With a humble heart. You both always were so humble. So as this fifth creation began, after you had been exalted in the fourth creation, when you could have gone on to exaltation of Holly, as a resurrected being, you accepted the Savior's invitation one more time to come to this low realm, to condescend as a God.
I'm very sorry. I went back a little bit. As I said, I lost my place. It went all the way, jumped back when I put the sticker on the screen, and then I tried to make it forward. Bear with me. We're getting there. It's only 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes of pure hell that you're never going to get back in your life. But we are here together listening to it because what? And it increases in madness because it's like the sobbing, the sniffling as he's giving this blessing. I'm like, ew. Thank you, sweet dreams, and thank you to Karen.
To help us. You have already assisted us in ways that can never be repaid. But you will continue to do so as you move forward in this life. You were born into a family that needed you desperately, with a set of parents who spoke of the gospel with their mouths, yet did not live it. And once again, you were reunited with a sister who needed you to survive such an environment.
See, I think he's talking there about in the next life, he's going to be reunited with a sister. One of the sisters had passed away many years before. Alex was the last person to see that sister alive, though, which I found interesting. I think he was a teenager at the time, from what I remember. That to me is a little bit of a red flag. But he wants to be reunited with his sister in the next life, and the two of them are going to help, I don't know what, do all kinds of things in the next life. Okay, then. Sizzle Silver, welcome to membership.
In no way was it a reflection on either one of you that you lived in that home. You were put there to help each other persevere. But the lessons you had to learn in your youth have now made you both strong, powerful servants of the Lord that would not have occurred in a traditional LDS home. You had to go to great depths to achieve tremendous heights.
So Emily says he sounds possessed. I can't hear what he's saying too clearly. It helps with earphones on, but yeah, it's just all like, you have reached tremendous heights. You are chosen. You are, I don't know, all kinds of crap, like ordained by me to do special work. And then, it's that type of stuff.
And the fruits of those trials are beginning to be demonstrated. You were granted to be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that was a strength to you. You learned about your Savior and grew closer to Him, and rekindled in some ways the connections you've always had with Him. And through adulthood, you have refined yourself. And I just want you to know that at this time the Savior is saying it to me, well done. Thy soul is cleansed. All is well.
My soul is cleansed. All is well. No, it isn't. Like, literally, a freaking creepy serial killer. Dude. Ew. The betrayal of his wife as well. My word. Imagine, like, he married his college sweetheart. He was with her for, I think it was 25 years. It's more than 20 years. And then she ends up asphyxiated because he so badly wants to be with Lori. Like, him and Lori so badly want to get a room. Literally, they're going to set up a camp, for the 144,000, but only the two of them were going to have some kind of castle. No one else was allowed there, and definitely not their partners, because when they met, they were both still married. Her to Charles Vallow, him to Tammy Daybell, and yet they were already talking about a life together in this castle with all these disciples or whatever in tents around them. So it's like two narcissists meet each other. They're horny as hell. They're religious as hell. And they're like, ooh, yes. Okay, what a mix, right? fantasy that they made real, which is so scary. Oh my word.
And now you'll begin into your terrestrial phase of this existence, and you'll be a powerful servant. I bless you with that knowledge that...
You see that? 18 days before Alex dies, Chad says, you are going to enter this terrestrial realm, because he's got a whole hierarchy. Chad made a whole system of how to rate people as light and dark, and he had a whole system of realms and how people reach those. Because, he's all knowing, this guy. Literally, God speaking through him. He is the one that's going to bring in the second coming of Christ. Okay? Right. You're the chosen one in Rexburg, Idaho. Off you go now. Start a cult, boy. And then make sure you just kill off everyone around you, your partner, help kill off children, and all of that, so that you and Lori can just not just talk to each other through portals in a cupboard. Ew. But literally be together and go to Hawaii. Can you imagine if we could be a fly on the wall in Hawaii, okay, when those two got married and were in their honeymoon phase? Can you imagine how gross that must have been? Because no one knows. No one knows what was said between them there, what they were doing. We could only imagine. Ew.
You will now move forward as a true warrior in ways that can be demonstrated through not only physical action, but through spiritual power that is coming to you and will be bestowed upon you. I bless you with the knowledge that through marriage you'll be united with a partner who will match your powers and complement your strengths. You'll be known throughout the world for your good-heartedness, your willingness to save souls all over the world through portals, and you will begin to gather the souls that come unto Christ. I see you in New Jerusalem, but more importantly, I see you as a messenger of the Lord. Surrounding New Jerusalem will be many small communities where people will come who aren't quite ready to enter those. Missions will be to go among the people and testify.
Ew, oh my word, sorry. I keep saying ew, but this guy just gave me the absolute creeps. And I've met some very creepy religious people in my life, okay? I've literally met people in these cults and seen the delusion and all that. It's so gross. Devil Woman 5000 says, Chubbs, you're so out of breath just talking. I know, right? And someone earlier, that was so funny. I put your comment on the screen about the loin fire on the loony logs between these two.
As a prophet, that they can make it. You'll share your own experiences of overcoming adversity, and through your example, they will rise up. You will give tremendous blessings to them, raise their vibrations, and be like a brother to many of these fathers who may have had doubts, but through your strength, they will look to you as a hero, and you'll bring entire families that have been sanctified to the gates.
Damn, entire families that have been sanctified through the gates. It's going to be rising up, and he's saying rising up in vibration and all that, which sounds like his little micro PP, him and Lori, like, woohoo, you're going to die, bro. Basically, he's like, oh yes, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to be so blessed, and you're going to go on to do such great work. It's going to be amazing. But also, you're going to be out of the picture so that me and your sister, we're going to get it on. Okay? Wow.
In Jerusalem, they will be allowed in on your word. For me, it's one of the many wonderful experiences you'll have. I see you doing that often, but then, based on assignments, you might go further into the world. Always serving, always a missionary. And with your companion, you'll communicate with Mother Earth herself. You will know where to be before natural disasters happen. You can be on location to protect key leaders, church leaders, and to preserve who should survive. Little children I see you gathering.
Okay, so if you're just joining now, Toddy says, who? So on the left is Chad Daybell, the one talking, giving the blessing, the uprising, the vibrations are increasing. Alex, you're going to a terrestrial realm. Okay, you're going to do amazing work. Chad, left. Alex Cox on the right. Alex is Laurie Vallow's brother. He was there, Chad and Laurie's little hitman, until Chad decided, yeah, boy, it's time for you to go. Too much of a cock block for me. You got to go. Because me and Laurie, we're going to Hawaii. We're going to be together. It's going to be amazing. What?
Little children in your arms, saving them from floodwaters. Just having a collage of moments that await you in this life, rescuing the pure and innocent, leading them to safety. Dozens of instances, and you will be looked upon as an angel on earth. You will literally glow for those who are allowed to see you.
You will literally glow for those who are allowed to see you? Like, bro, what are you talking about now? And let me guess, you're the one that's going to be able to enable or disable people to see the glow, right? You're going to glow so bright, man. You could be out there somewhere glowing it up. Wow. And if you think about it, he said, and you're going to be reunited with your sister, another sister of theirs, of Laurie and Alex's that died, right? He's like, don't worry. You're going to be reunited with that sister and do amazing work with her. You see? He's trying to get him out the way. Like, your other sister, Laurie? Yeah, she's mine. Go and be with your other sister. Glow it up in the terrestrial realm. Okay? You put on those holy pants. You're going to be amazing. But yeah, in 18 days, you're dead, bro. Just letting you know. Wow.
And those mortals who aren't allowed to see that will know through the Spirit of the great power you possess. The proper time, after many years of service in such ways, as the second coming approaches, you will know when it's time to move to the other side. This body that has served you well will lay down one day, and you'll pass. Your spirit will leave this body, and you'll be greeted wholeheartedly and welcomed by the Savior himself.
You're going to be welcomed by the Savior himself. I send you on your way. Glow it up, boy. The Savior will welcome you. Off you go. Thanks. Just get out the way. We got it. Thank you for getting everyone else out the way so far and believing all the crap I say. This is the last thing you'll have to believe from what I'm saying. You're just going to go out there and do amazing things, but not on this earth. No, you're down here.
You already know him. But that reunion will take place on a greater plane. That the spirit you feel at that time, the vibration will exceed all. And before the second coming even occurs, the Savior will let that body rest a day or two, and much like himself, you will be raised and be resurrected. so that when the Savior does return, you'll be right at the front of that amazing team.
Sorry if you heard all the beeping. I literally went like this, knocked my microphone almost across the table. I'm like, what? This guy. Oh my word, he makes me so mad. We might have to have a snarky stream one day about this guy. Oh my gosh.
It will sweep the earth. Much like described in the renewed earth, you will be there. It will bring you great joy to help Mother Earth transfer to a terrestrial realm, to burn away the celestial refuse.
Did he just say to burn away the celestial refuse? I'm sorry, what? You're gonna glow so bright, you're gonna burn away the celestial refuse. Excuse me? Is there trash in space or what?
That time, you and Holly will still have assignments here temporarily, but then you'll move forward. She's already preparing a world for you two, and you will be able to be an eternal family with eternal children on that earth. And the glory will just continue for you now, on and on.
And the glory will just continue for you. You're going to die, but then you're going to be out there, with your sister doing great work, saving children, and you'll have eternal children as well. On this earth, yeah, I know you just got married, bro, in Vegas. Yeah, you're not going to have your own children. You're out of here. But don't worry, there'll be children. There'll be celestial refuse you're taking out. You're picking up trash, basically, in space, okay? Because you're going to be part of this terrestrial realm. You'll be picking up the trash. You'll be meeting with a savior. You're going to be with your sister who also died under suspicious circumstances, in my opinion. Okay, you're going to do all of that. It's going to be amazing.
On through eternity. We bless you at this time with strength, power, and dominion over the callings you will receive, and that you are part of a very special team of people that are moving towards translation and transfiguration, and that the Lord will be with you at all times. You will be a patriarch in your own home. You will give blessings similar to this.
You'll be a patriarch in your own home. I'll be a patriarch in my jail cell one day.
Gone. You'll be able to see into the past and into the future for these individuals and share with them the same type of knowledge and truth. Bless you with protection throughout your mortal life. The angels will now be assigned to you as you reach this vibration. You have 9 angels assigned to you now.
Oh, so he's got his sister he's going to see, and then he's also got 9 angels assigned to him. And Chad, he knows this himself, okay? You could see it, he feels it, he knows it. He's the special one receiving all this information with his little unicorn horn pointed straight towards, I don't know what, the next realms and above and beyond, and he's just telling him, don't worry, bro, there's 9 beautiful angels that have been assigned to you.
To watch you from all sides through your faithfulness. I know you will stay faithful. You have a great mission. I protect you. I bless you with a strong protection against Satan and his followers, Lucifer, Cain, anyone.
Yes, because at this point, Satan, Lucifer, Gad, and all these other ones he named, they are the problem, right? No, it's you, bro. It's you.
Anyone else who seeks to oppose you, you will feel anew vitality and strength against them, and to use your priesthood to defend against them. I close this patriarchal blessing by assuring you that you will rise to an eternal glory, and that you will.
At the end here, Lori says, amen. She's there. Oh, she's there. When someone says she's in the background sniffing coke, probably, but she's there.
Have an eternal family, and that your exaltation is assured through your faithfulness. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
There you heard Lori. Amen. Oh, yeah, Daddy, you tell them. Amen. Yes. Chad, my man, the grave digger, cold boy. You tell my brother where he's going. Okay, now how many days is this now? How long do we have to wait? Just over 2 weeks? Almost 3? Okay. Then we're going to Hawaii to get married. It's going to be so hot, right? Well, we heard the call there. That was new. If you've never heard the life insurance call, the 911 call that Alex Cox made, what else do we have? We've got so many things on that playlist. If you want me to, like, at some point, upload them separately, let me know in the comments below, because I could do that. Whew, but that's a lot. That's a lot. So, yeah. T Hoppy's like, OMG, how much longer? I just can't. I know, right? That was it. That was our tolerance for the day. And we have to deal with Latisha next. Oh, yes. If you've never checked out my second channel, go check it out there. I do like parodies. I look at dumb criminals. I snark it up about them. I do parodies with characters from the Grizzly True Crime behind the scenes team. Okay. So if you find this funny, I'm not trying to be funny though. This is just like, I just get so mad at these cult people. Go check that out because that's actually meant to be funny. Okay. We've even got Eduardo on the stand on my second channel there. Okay. Now we have to take a little breather and get ready for Latisha. At the time now is 4:23 p.m. for me. So in the next half an hour, we'll be live, ready for court. And Latisha, we're going to listen, from my calculation, it's at least an hour, but it could even be 90 minutes more of her interrogation. I can't wait because remember, with Latisha's trial, when we left off on day 7, was a little bit of a cliffhanger because she was starting to get snarky. The mask was coming off because they wanted to take her phone away. That was so good. Okay, so we're ready for that. All right. I got an email from someone in the community that lived right there, like a few houses down from where Gannon lived and Latisha. And they were saying the whole community is tuning in with us because you guys are so nice in the chat. You know, you're so kind, respectful, snarky where appropriate, and all of that, that they just love being here with us. So welcome to everyone. Okay, so I will be continuing to follow this Lori Vallow trial. I mean, the audacity she has to smile like that the whole way. Have you seen her smiling all the way to court all the time? My word. Okay, and now suddenly in court, because they're doing those little drawings, little sketches, right? Now suddenly in court, she's crying. She can't handle it. She needs breaks. She needs to be wheeled out in a wheelchair half the time for a tinkle time. Easier than unshackling her, apparently. Just wheel her out. Just go. Okay. And then she comes back. But she's like, I can't handle it. On the day they're talking about the graphic details of how they found her children in her lover's pet cemetery. Oh, my word. The disrespect for those children. What? Anyway, with all that, she couldn't handle it and asked, her attorneys asked that she could she please be excused from the court that day? And the judge was like, no. I hear what you're saying, but also no. No, you're going to be here. Oh, I love that. That was so good. Yes. Kez Chick said the smiling assassin. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Okay. So let me just quickly find something for you, and then we're going to end the stream and go to the next one. This one should lead you to that one. And I just want to show you this because some of you are asking as well. Where is it now? Hold on. We're going to do this. Here we go. Okay, this is my second channel. It's called G&T. The handle's at SnarkyG. So if you go here, you could see Lizelle, Dieter. Dieter is our video editor. And this is Eduardo taking the stand. Okay, so go check that out if you like that type of thing. If you want to just laugh a little bit. All right, and welcome to all the new members. Thank you for all the stickers and everything. Hope you enjoyed this short-ish live stream with me. I will keep you posted on what happens next, because I think from this point on, we should find out new things. Melanie Gibb took the stand yesterday, Laurie's former BFF. That was also interesting. So, yeah, we've got lots of recaps to do. And yes, I'm following this trial, and I'm following also, of course, Letitia Stark. So I'll see you there. Thank you for subscribing to my second channel. Carrie B. Oh, my word. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your hard work. You are the best. Thank you so much, Carrie B. I really, really appreciate it. All right, everyone. So let's play. I'm going to play the short little redirect for you so that you can redirect really easily to the next stream. Here we go. Here we go. See you there.